The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of RMCOnAir.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
And show my gratitude for you. I'm a lighter in the air for you. I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. It's a great Friday night. We got a full cast of folks in the house. Starting from my left on around, Smitty.
Smitty's here. Here, Daniel.
Kenneth Clark. Older brother, Raheem Cooper of Amari Cooper.
Pastor K.E. Clark.
D. Rambo.
And we're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to ask Reverend Clark to lead us in a word of prayer. Real quick now, Rev. Come on.
You know what they say, don't give a preacher a mic, right?
Here we go.
All heads bowed. May the Lord bless thee and keep thee. May the Lord shine his face upon thee and be gracious unto thee. May the Lord lay his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And he should put his name upon his children and bless them. Amen.
That's what I'm talking about. Short, quick, and sweet. All right. Top of the list here is football. And we've got Ken Jr. in here, who is...
Ken's the second.
It's the second. It's not the junior, it's the second?
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, okay, it's different. All right, he's the barbershop guru. I brought him in today. He's just back from overseas. First of all, thank you for what you do for our country. You're in the Navy, correct?
You're welcome. Yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah, thank you. Let's give him a big round of applause, fellas. Got a serviceman in the house here. Thank you. You make things safe so we can stay here and do what we do here.
You're welcome.
And then, of course, we've got the historian. Now, there's some football things you guys wanted to talk about. First up was it Adrian Peterson?
Yes. Yeah, he's back with Minnesota. Or he never left, in other words.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, yeah, no, yeah. They was talking about him going to Dallas. Everybody been trying to hype up this big trade.
Your team?
Yeah, my team. This big blockbuster trade of him going to Dallas. But I mean, I think everyone, all the real officials, everybody really in the NFL knew the trade really wasn't going to go down. And I think it was a couple of days ago, Mike Zimmer said either he's going to play for us or he's going to retire. So I think he's just going to play out his contract in Minnesota and then try to see what other opportunities are out there when the time comes. So.
How old is he?
Adrian Peterson should be, what, 28 now?
Yeah, he's still a young man.
He's older than that, isn't he?
Is he?
No, he's like 28, 29.
28, 29, yeah.
The life expectancy of a running back, what?
5 years?
Yeah, I would say 5.
5 years?
Yeah, but some of the
always
the better
exceptions.
ones. Yeah.
Like 10.
Yeah, he went 3 to 5
They usually
years.
get like 10, most of them.
Yeah.
Hey, so your brother just got drafted.
Yeah.
And so let's hear your thoughts on that. You said you a football guy, then you know a little bit of something about it.
Yeah, I know a little something.
No, you said you was better than him. Is that what he said? I thought that's what I heard.
When I was younger, playing in the boys' clubs, I was known to be a tight end because I was bigger. I was bigger than most of the other teams. So, you know, I was a good tight end. I wouldn't necessarily say now that I'm better, but back then, if we were still playing, if we were still playing, I would definitely be better. Especially if I kept playing to this day, we would be in the same. I'd probably be on the Cowboys or Dolphins or something like that too.
So you know when you tell
I'm proud of him though, and yeah, I just I can't talk for him. He got to talk for himself. Once the first game shows up, you know, I guess he'll let everybody know what time it is with the Raiders. So
That's right, Raider Nation.
Yeah, let's run a clip on him real quick.
Heard to be off was Amari Cooper possibly landing at the Raiders. This dude, as far as I'm concerned, is the best wideout in football. He does not deserve to be contaminated by being an Oakland Raider. I pray that he is not subjected to such a thing. I pray that he, even though Derek Carr can play and I've been impressed with him, I just don't want. Listen, I think the Raiders right now are where quality football people go to die. That's why I think it's a contamination, okay? I mean, I don't want this to happen to Amari Cooper. I don't wish this on him. There's a black cat running around in a black hole and something ain't right And I don't want that to happen to Amari Cooper anywhere but to the Raiders. Please.
Wow. I didn't step. Was that on today? Or yesterday, a few days ago?
That's prior to the draft.
Yeah.
Prior to the draft?
Yeah.
Man.
So he didn't get his wish.
No, he sure didn't.
Oh Lord.
All right, Mr. Football specialist,
I mean,
Houston,
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas, man.
Well, no, I understand Stephen A. Smith's concern. I mean, a lot of good players go to Oakland and don't have the success that they probably would have had in another team. But if you look at Amari Cooper, he's different from any other wide receiver they've ever taken. If anyone known Al Davis was always big on speed and athletic. Amari Cooper's not the fastest guy. He's not the biggest guy, but he's a professional. He's a consummate professional, and he's the best route runner to come out in years. So I think he's going to bring something different to that team that they haven't had in a long time. So, and this is a different Oakland Raiders team also. You know, they're a team on the upswing. They have a good defense. They have a great quarterback, a great young quarterback in Derek Carr. So I think that was a really good pick. I thought it was a real solid pick.
And again, you never know how these teams are going to turn out, man. I mean, every year is different. You don't know which player is going to go down with injuries. You don't know who else they're going to pick up. You got a free agency. You don't know how the team chemistry is going to turn out. So it's definitely premature for him to say something like that. Because again, the Raiders. There's teams that have turned out, that didn't make the playoffs last year, that have been perennial powers. The following year. Look at the Cowboys. The Cowboys, for several years they didn't even make the playoffs. And all of a sudden, the last year they made it, and they probably should have went past the second round.
To the Super Bowl, I think they could have went.
Well, yeah. But bottom line is they did make the playoffs.
Right,
for so many years they hadn't made it, So you just never know how it's going to turn out. Big D, I want you to chime in on that. Adrian Peterson, also the Cowboys. I know you're a big Cowboys fan for sure.
Oh, you're a Cowboys fan.
I'm totally a Cowboy fan. Still a little upset at him for what some moves they made recently, but the Adrian Peterson thing, that wasn't going to happen.
Nah, it wasn't.
That just blowing smoke.
But is it too late though? Can they still make that?
No.
The deal will not happen.
It's not happening.
Okay, Jerry Jones knows the deal can't happen. Okay, he just want to keep it out there and let Adrian Peterson know. Well, the door is open if you can arrange a way to get here. But we cannot send a limo to pick you up to bring you because it's just not going to happen. And Minnesota's not going to allow that to happen. And the best thing for Adrian Peterson to do, well, he should have done, was just show up and shut up.
Yeah.
Okay? Because he got too much baggage on him right now. And if I was on Minnesota, and if I was a part of the leadership of Minnesota, I would say, hey, I have personally talked to him. Hey, man, what's the deal? What's been done, it's done. We're moving forward here. Okay? The team on vacation told you you're not going anywhere. So fine. Come out. You got a burl up your butt? Come out and play now. And let's try to do something here.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The Cowboys definitely can't go into the season with McFadden as being the number one.
Joseph Randle is projected to be the number one.
Who was that?
Joseph Randle.
Yeah, Randle.
Well,
Randle.
He's
injury prone too.
Who? Joseph Randle? Joseph Randle. I think Joseph Randle's going to be a really great running back.
I don't know.
I think he's going to be a solid. I think.
Well, McFadden.
Well, hold on.
I think they're going to go.
My major problem with Randle, okay, he's a Cowboy. I love him. But I'm worried about what's between the ears with him. Okay, I've seen too many things off the field last year. Like, hold up. We need you here. We on a run here. We don't have time to worry about getting you out of some stupid trouble, okay, which brings another negative light on the team. We trying to do something here. Okay, so here we go with the leadership of the Dallas Cowboys. I would have to snatch him in his neck. Look, it's been turned over to you. Okay, I know McFadden is coming, but you here. It's turned over to you.
He took a pot shot at Murray too, did he?
No, he didn't. I think the media overblew.
Yeah, well, the media's gonna make work. Yeah, that's what happened.
I think they overblew. I seen the interview. He was just saying that basically he was just stating that Murray left some yards on the field, and it's the truth.
Yeah,
as great as a runner, as great as a year he had, he left a lot of yards.
But he said also that with the line that Dallas has, he would have done the same thing in essence.
Well, here we go again. Show up and shut up.
Right, that's true. That's true. But
too much talking.
Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of the offensive line, certainly seems like the Cowboys have upgraded there out the draft with the cat from LSU.
Lel Collins.
That's a steal in the draft to me. This kid.
In addition to already solid offensive line. So that's going to help out. And they're going to need every bit of that with old Tony Romo back there because he's one hit away from would you say retirement?
I mean, well, this is his first healthy off season, so he's really working on his back and getting his back stronger.
Yeah, but he's up to. But I mean, when you have those back surgeries, bro, I don't know anyone who's actually improved their productivity after they've had those surgeries. I mean, it's.
Well, he had a great season last year. He had a great season, and I think people.
Are you satisfied with the second round of the playoffs? I mean,
no. I honestly believe, like, if you go back to the NFC division, we're talking about the Cowboys. Right. If we talk about that game, honestly, I can honestly say that we lost that game. I don't think that. I can't say that. I don't think that Green Bay just clearly outplayed us. I think we made a lot of mistakes. And here's the crazy part: a lot of people highlight us losing DeMarco Murray, but it was his fumble that really swung the momentum of that game in Green Bay.
You're talking about having an excellent season. He had the best season he had his entire career.
You're talking Murray? Yeah, and this was
why you probably were there. Probably even more so, I think, than Romo, because Romo's put up statistics throughout his career.
Romo's always been a great statistical quarterback. Yes,
right.
So I think also people don't realize how much DeMarco benefited from Tony and Dez. He benefited a lot from them.
And vice versa.
Vice versa.
But
so
it's a team sport, so it also benefited from the front line.
Of course.
Great front line. So,
and the defense.
So it's a team sport.
Yeah, it's a team sport.
You can isolate the players, but it's a team sport, and they all have to work together to make it happen.
Well, the thing... I agree. It's team sport. Individual, collectively make it a team.
That's right.
Okay, you're speaking on. Yes. But the Dallas Cowboys, it's one thing that no one have looked at the Cowboys. I've been a Cowboy fan all my life, and I love them and I hate them, but I love them and I hate them. It depends on what Sunday is that they're playing. But it's the fact that there is a window in professional sport for you to win a championship.
True. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, the window can be 1,000 yards long each year. Okay, whether you have a good team or a bad team shows the progression of that window closing.
All right.
Okay, when you don't have success, you have a good team and no success, they win the close. A bad team and no success, okay, stay where it is until you get some.
With Dallas?
The window
2 more
with
years?
It's open.
It's open.
The window with
wide open.
Like I said, it can be a yard open or 6 inches open. How far? Now the window is open. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But the window is closing. The window is closing.
Yeah, but see,
the window. Hold on. You got to understand professional football and the fact that you only have opportunities so many times.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, you look at the parts that sums up to be a team. You look at Romo.
Yeah.
When you have a back injury, the older you are, the more likely that injury can continue to be a problem, even once you have medical treatment or surgery to heal that injury. Okay, Romo, and I will agree with this, and I have spoken on this to other people, Cowboys fans who disagree with me. I do believe he's 1 hit away. Sorry, it's a back injury. No. You got to understand, when you're playing ball,
right.
and when you have a back injury, and when you're older, and when you're taking shots, it's 1 hit away.
And no matter how strong
but hold on,
he's going to take his shots, like you said.
But the problem is with the Dallas Cowboys is the fact that defensively, we got to address some issues. Because if we don't, and Romo has been on that field a lot of time, and Romo put Romo in a position where he have to make plays, his days of making...
But isn't that what Jerry Jones did during the offseason?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly
he beat up the squad, both offense and defense.
But hold on,
defensively.
He beat up the squad on paper. Ain't nobody played a down yet.
But going into this offseason, you can't tell me that you don't feel comfortable with Randy Gregory, who was a top 10, who should have been a top 10 pick, win the second round.
I feel comfortable. Like I said, one Sunday I hate him, next Sunday I love him, because you don't know what you're going to get until I know what I'm getting here, until I see some evidence that, okay, they're coming together as a team, which going to depends on the schedule, which once again, we got a tough schedule.
We do.
Okay, so I love my Cowboys. I'm realistic with them because, man, they can take you on a ride. But it's simple fact, if they got to address that defense.
Right, and switching gears right quick, I just wanted to ask Smitty, Tim Tebow's back in the league, and like he's got a guaranteed contract.
God bless him.
And then what about the Ray Rice situation? Is anyone going to touch him?
Yeah, it looks like nobody
True man
wants
of God
to bother
playing
Ray
football.
Rice. But I hope that he is picked by a team.
True man of God playing football.
I like Tim
he's
Tebow.
up in age now.
Who, Tim Tebow?
I'm talking about Ray Rice.
Okay.
He's not finished yet. God is not finished with him yet.
Well, Tebow's on a team that will allow him to play. So
right, a team that fits his skill.
Well,
Don't count him out.
Well, gentlemen, hey.
Okay.
Speaking of back injuries, do you guys think Peyton Manning is in the same situation as Tony Romo?
Yeah, his is
Peyton Manning is in a worse situation, Tony.
no doubt about it.
Here we go. You got to look at this, guys. It's one intangible in sports that is constant and never lost. Time. Manny is 39, 40, whatever years old. I'm telling you.
See, now the window's closing on him.
No, the window's closing.
Not on Romo.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
No, I disagree with that totally. The window is closing. You can ask Romo, and I've been to Romo and said, yeah, it's closing. I got to do it now because it is closing.
Okay, hey, when we're closing to take a break real quick, our sponsor is Pitbull. We'll be right back after this.
What's your style? Curly? Straight? Wavy? Or maybe you like it natural? Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Okay, we're back. Just for what your Sonny was, we were talking like crazy during the break. Yeah, we can come back in with the clip, man. Come on back with the clip. Almost seems like we got to stay on football, but we'll go to basketball, and then we'll come back to football a little bit.
Just the time left.
Yeah.
We'll get about the B-ball for sure.
The executive producer said we could go over tonight.
Oh, okay. Well,
so we're going to go over. Plus, we've got my man here from Detroit that's going to do a little something for us at the end, toward the end of our show. So let's jump into that clip. We got it rolling?
Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and it was wild. Warriors have not lost 4 games within any 7-game stretch the entire season. LeBron James averaging nearly a triple-double this postseason. Big numbers in Game 1. Kyrie Irving, steal, bucket. He's been bothered by injuries this postseason, been plagued by tendinitis for nearly a month. Coming back looking good. Cavs up by 8, closing minutes of the quarter. Matthew Dellavedova to LeBron James, knocks down a 3. Second quarter, Curry running baseline, gives Draymond Green back to Curry. Warriors tied at 36. Cavs possession, Curry with the steal, dribble, step back, smooth. Warriors up 39-36. Next Golden State possession, Steph Curry with the sick handles. Contact, gets that to go. Warriors up 41-36. 3 seconds left in the first half. LeBron to J.R. Smith. Got it. Smith with confidence to close out the half. Cavs take a 51-48 lead at halftime. Third quarter, LeBron James drives on Harrison Barnes. That's good. Cleveland up 61-57. Under 2 minutes in the quarter, 1-point game. LeBron again gets the floater. Cavs up 3. Closing seconds. James. But Andre Iguodala gets the steal and then throws it down. Iguodala forcing the turnover and then adjusting here to make the huge play. And the Warriors tied at 73 going to the fourth. We're pumped. Fourth quarter. LeBron going to work. Fade away. Good. Cavs up 86-82. Warriors down 4. Iguodala loses his shoe. Curry finds him on the wing. I don't care if you don't have a shoe. Knock it down. Warriors cut it to 1. Then LeBron. Up against 3 defenders. I don't care. Tough shot falls. Cavs up 4. Then LeBron with the basketball. Outside shot to tie the game at 96. Are you kidding me? Tied at 98 now. Steph Curry to the bucket. But Kyrie Irving with a heck of a play. Gets his finger there. Tips it. And get that out of here. 23 points in the game for Kyrie Irving. Cavs with time on the clock to win. Closing seconds. It's with LeBron. No. Misses the fadeaway. Iman Shumpert, no. So we're going to overtime. So close from Shumpert. LeBron pumped in 44 points in this game. We're going to overtime, and Golden State, oh, they owned overtime. Kyrie Irving loses his footing, stays on the floor. Very concerning there. J.R. Smith, no. Harrison Barnes in the corner. Golden State outscored Cleveland 10-2 in overtime. And Golden State defeats Cleveland in Game 1, 108-100. Kyrie Irving out with a knee injury in the final overtime session.
And we're back. Let me say that was one of the best basketball games I've seen. This whole NBA series coming up to the championship has been really good.
It's competitive.
With the last-second shots and the athleticism and so forth. I couldn't tell you who was going to win that game. Yeah. I had no idea. Normally you can tell when there's a momentum shift, but
back and forth.
It was back and forth. I think they had like 13 or 14 lead changes. So just a great basketball game. Now, to break it down a little bit, we got to wonder what the Cavs can do. Kyrie Irving's out. He was playing great. He probably played too many minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the coach's fault. I don't know who's going to step up. JR had a horrible game. He should have called glass off that one at the halftime because that shot was just so far off it banked in.
Right.
That's what really happened. So we got to look for JR to step it up.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Getting ready to say the guy with the funny name.
Yeah.
He's got to step it up. And actually, gentlemen, the powers that be are going to let Cleveland win this Sunday.
I can see them sneaking one in.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, they're not going to let them sweep.
No, they're not. It's too much money.
Exactly, way too much money.
Too much money.
Plus I want to see some more basketball.
Right.
And those are two great teams that they're playing. Smitty, your thoughts?
Well, I'm not giving up on Cleveland, and I pointed out I think the point guard that's going to replace Kyrie is going to do a decent job defensively. And
on who?
On whoever he guards. Period. He's kind of rough with his defensive skills.
He's going to get tricked and shook and took by Curry.
Well, he's doing that to everybody, so you could expect that. I understand that. But also, I think Shumpert and JR are going to have to step up. Now, I heard this morning on ESPN, they were talking about how LeBron didn't really get them in the game. He was too busy scoring himself. So if he gets those players involved, keep them heated up, they'll make up the points that they're going to lose with Kyrie. That's my feelings about it.
Yeah, first of all, shout out to Sun Lady.
Yes. Sun Lady.
Shout out to her for sure. Thank you. Also, it's ironic to see the series that one of the main reasons why LeBron James, the so-called king, actually left Miami was because it didn't look like he was going to get as much help with D. Wade and Bosh. It looked like their productivity was declining. Now all of a sudden he goes to Cleveland. He makes it to the championship, which is great. But look at what he's left with. He certainly was expecting for Kevin Love to be there, and of course Irving. Now Irving's out, Love is out, so it basically looks like he's trying to do a lot of his own. And again, even though the Warriors won, he still came down to the last shot. He had the last shot. If you look at that last shot, Cleveland's up 1-0. So I think they can adjust their game plan, and I think it still can be a very competitive series. However, just like what you said, Sonny, there's no way Irving should have been out there for that many minutes, man.
Yeah, coming off an injury.
Knowing you come off an injury like that, now look, he's out for the duration of the championship.
Yeah, I thought that was so sad. It almost looked racial to me because run, person, run, see, person, run. Run. You can't run no more?
Well, I think going into a series against Golden State, a team that plays outside in, they play through their guard. So with playing against them, Kyrie Irving, he had to play more minutes than expected because to defend Curry or even to give Curry trouble, actually what people say the best way to defend Curry is to make him play defense. So, I mean, that's why they had to keep Kyrie Irving out longer than what was expected. I think so.
Coming off that injury.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that.
42 minutes, I heard something like that.
Yeah, coming off of that injury, and if you notice when he fell, he didn't fall that hard. That particular area was really, really tough. You know, it wasn't as strong as it could have been. And you got what, 3-4 days in between? You know, he should have went in, went hard. Okay, come sit down, rest. Right. Went in, went hard. Okay, come back down and sit down and rest. You know, but he just continuous minutes coming off of. That's when you got to replace a coach.
And then on top of that, remember, that same coach who didn't realize how many timeouts he had.
If the little fella hadn't pulled him back, like, yo, dude, we ain't got no timeouts. Don't do that. That's going to be a tech.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just another example.
And they won that game, too.
Huh? Rookie coach mistake.
Oh, rookie coach.
No, that's not a rookie coach mistake. That is not a rookie coach mistake. No.
International champion.
No, you're supposed to know how many timeouts you got left.
Yeah.
Oh, and while we're talking about basketball, those of you who can, this coming Sunday at 1 o'clock, Hollywood High, we're in the Elite Eight. This is LA Trade Tech's basketball team. We're named the entertainers, sponsored by Cedric the Entertainer. And this is, my brother tells me, because he's hired me on as assistant, this is one of the best starts ever for this team. We're fast, hard-running, exciting team to watch. We trap the ball, and then we run. Trap and run. Guards come up. You don't have any place to throw the ball, or you hesitate, we're trapping. And when you throw it away, we're running back the other way and laying it up. So we're looking good right now. Now, back to the NBA. LeBron, too many points.
Well,
he didn't get his teammates involved enough.
Yeah, but I think going into this game one, I think Golden State knew that the best way to stop Cleveland is just to make LeBron shoot. They had Andrew Bogut in the paint, so he limited LeBron really coming in the paint and coming up the lane doing what he wanted to do. So they made LeBron shoot. So really, you got the kind of mindset that if he's on, he'll have a good night, but no one else is. So they just made LeBron shoot, and you kind of saw it. And after he missed a lot, he made a lot of shots, but he missed some shots too. Yeah. So I think they had a really good game plan going into that game.
Yeah, realistically, it was a great basketball game.
It was a great game.
It was a great game, and if he hits that shot, then we're talking about LeBron. Wow, what is Golden State going to do? But they didn't score but 2 points in the overtime, and that was a concession basket left hand by LeBron.
Right.
So you got to wonder, where's their mindset now?
But Smith, it's only one. It's only
game
one game, and on top of that, again, to win the overtime, LeBron definitely had a shot to win it. So I'm saying, you know, even though they lost the overtime part of it, I mean, I don't think they're demoralized. The thing that really hurt them is definitely Irving. You know, for him to go down, knowing they're not going to be able to use him for the entire rest of the series, that's really demoralizing. More than actually Golden State. I mean, because Thompson didn't have a good game. I mean, Thompson, you know, we went 5 for 14.
The thing is, they have won. They won without Irving. You know.
Yeah, they won without him.
But
intense game plan. They can still.
But I mean, but that was, if you think of it, compare Atlanta to Golden State.
I agree with you on that.
Golden State is a high scoring team. If you can't score, a lead is nothing to them. Right. You know, I think really losing Kyrie Irving, you take out his productivity, and I think Dellavedova is going to come in and do as good as he can. Yeah. But I mean,
gentlemen,
he's
dirty too.
The Warriors are playing at home. Huh? I mean, they're expected to win the first game coming out to shoot. 80% of the teams win the first game out to shoot.
Yeah,
the series.
Yeah. I mean, they did what they're supposed to do.
He hits that shot and everything's different.
That's right.
So I thought it was a good game from that perspective. I think toward the end, LeBron should have tried to get his fellow teammates more into the game than him shooting. He didn't have to shoot those shots. Let somebody else do it.
Well,
you know,
because
he choked.
They ain't want it.
He choked.
Well, I think it's too late. I mean, you gonna wait until to overtime to get a guy involved in the game? I think at that point, I think it's a little too late.
Hey! He was the only one that made a bucket, and it was a concession bucket when the clock was running down with a left-hand layup.
Right.
They didn't score.
It was too much one-on-one basketball
at
the end of the game there. It's too much.
Wait. Let's take a look at this. You guys trying to veer away from this now. The Cavaliers choked in OT.
They did. Well, Would you say the Cavaliers choked, or would you say Golden State just took over?
Yeah, that's what
they choked. They didn't hit a bucket. They let them have a bucket. Cleveland Cavaliers choked in OT.
But I guess what you have to remember,
what you think about that?
I disagree with everything you guys saying.
Let's hear it.
Why?
One, Kyrie, I don't fault the coach for him being in there. Because you look at the game, there was hold on a second. There was a stint in the game, close down to the end, when the coach did a switch with Kyrie for defense offense. LeBron James looked at him like, you're crazy. You taking him out?
He couldn't.
Okay, you taking him out? Vern like, I need him on the court, and you taking him out for this switch. Okay, which they did. So number one, I can't fault the coach for Kyrie being on.
That's where the coach should have stepped up, though.
No, he made the choice. He stuck with his choice. Okay, you know what I said.
The influence of LeBron.
Well, no, LeBron looked at him like, "Why are you doing it?" He didn't tell him, "Don't do it," because he's the coach. Right. And secondly, in the beginning of that game, LeBron took the first 4 or 5 shots and was hitting them. Okay, and in the beginning of that game, Golden State was the moment was a little too big for him. They had to. Well, hold on. No, I'm not saying that the moment took them over. I say it's a little bit too big for them. They had to grab it and bring it down where they can play in the moment. Right. Okay, which eventually they got it together and they did. Okay, he took the first 4 or 5 shots, whatever, and was hitting them. And I heard Mark Jackson said, "This doesn't look good for Golden State." I'm like, really? This is what they want. Until they get themselves together, fine. You continue taking a shot. Then you see there was a period in the first quarter, Golden State was down by 13, I think. Okay? And then I said, oh, okay, now we're going to see what is Golden State's going to eventually do something with this game. Because you could have stretched it.
Right.
It wasn't stretched. They brought it back. How they brought it back? He sit down the starters and put the bench in. Okay? And that showed them that started, you just calm down. The game's big, but you're going to grab it back. Okay? And we're going to win this game. Okay? But let LeBron continue doing it's called ISO, continue doing it. Okay? Until we get it together. And eventually it happened. But in the process of LeBron's being LeBron, I got no problem with LeBron's being LeBron. I understand where you come from. I want to win this championship. Right. Okay? And I don't have time for you guys to catch up. I got to go now. Okay, might have been a mistake, but that's how his mindset. I got to go, in which he did, and my hat's off to him. Okay, but just in fact, when you do that, okay, you're dealing with the fact that what the ball player going to do. If you shooting, he can watch. Okay, he shoot. I'm out of the flow. Okay, you playing ball, you out of the flow, and you trying to get, and they're trying to get you in the flow. It's not going to happen.
That's true.
Okay, and that's what was happening with them. Okay, and they were standing around. Okay, example, Kobe Bryant. Shooting the ball. Everybody's standing around. Then you want to get me in, no? He's back. Do your ISO. Okay? Right. So, the bottom line, they wasn't going to win that game.
Cleveland.
Okay. No, Cleveland wasn't going to win that game.
Right.
Okay. Now you got to look at another fact about Golden State. Golden State throughout this whole.
But can you address the last second shot? If he hits that last second shot, then that's it.
You addressing 2-letter words as continuously. If Shumpert would have hit, if Kyrie wouldn't have played in the game, if Kyrie wouldn't have blocked Curry's shot, the game would have been over it anyway. So it's a lot of ifs. Okay, so I can't.
But you're saying they weren't in the game, almost as if.
No, I didn't say.
I mean, it was.
No, I said the players, the flow. They wasn't in that. And it wasn't in that throughout the whole game. Because why? Mr. LeBron James took what? How many shots? 38, 40 shots.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When you got that much ISO, the rest of the players are not in it.
But for the rest, I think the big thing for the rest of the series, you can't look at this game because now you have to take out Kyrie Irving's productivity in game one.
Right, and then they're gonna have to game plan. They're gonna have a different game plan.
Yeah, they got to break.
Well, what game? P. Hold on. What are you guys looking at? You guys, okay? Do this one thing. Forget about the Atlantic series.
It's over. Yeah.
That Cleveland played in.
Right.
You continue holding on to that?
It's a different team.
No.
Everybody keep holding on to the fact that, they're going to make changes. No. This series had one thing for Cleveland. LeBron James needed one thing. Kyrie Irving playing. If Kyrie Irving's not playing, the possibility of me winning this,
right.
Well, I'm going to say him because
1 out of 100. 1 out of 100.
It's not great. Okay? Now, the possibility of them winning this series right now, okay, the possibility is 2 different things. The possibility of them losing this series in 6 or 7 or losing it in 5. That's what you're dealing with right now.
disagree with that, Big D.
That's true.
I don't think you can make that
prediction.
prediction.
It's only one game, bro.
You can't
Yeah,
beat
it's
Golden
just
State.
one game.
You cannot beat Golden State.
Don't disrespect Golden State.
That's
Golden
not
State.
what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. Golden State has a lot of holes too now, bro.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Golden State has a lot of holes too now. You know, you make it out like this team is like it's a foregone conclusion.
Golden State may have a hole, but the Cleveland Cavaliers got a crater they're dealing with. Okay, they have a hole, but they got a crater.
But they also had the best player. They also had the best player.
I'm not exaggerating.
He also had the best player on the planet.
You are
LeBron James.
you are LeBron James apologist. That's what you are.
No.
That's what you are. So no matter what I say, you're going to defend the man and his team.
No, what you say about that, Smitty?
That's what I'm trying to tell him. The game is not over. You know, Golden State did what they were supposed to do. Home court, they held. So let's just leave
80%
it
of the
there.
time, the home court,
Yeah.
the team.
So we just have to wait till
Hold on,
Sunday.
you did let me make one thing I was going to say about Golden State.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole playoffs, the first game at home for Golden State been the issue.
That's true.
Okay, because they just get a little nervous because they fans are so rabid and want them to win. That first game at home throughout this whole playoffs has been an issue with Golden State.
Okay, well let's just see what happens Sunday. Then we'll say what's going to go
Okay,
down.
so
Well, I'm
real
probably
quick,
doing something.
let's
It'll be over with
we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to have our final special guest on. But first, we're going to go around, and I want to hear and see if you can. We're going to put this together later. Who wins Sunday? I say Golden State. Who you say, Smitty?
I'm riding with Golden State.
What you got?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Smitty,
Cleveland.
don't do that.
Cleveland.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Pierre.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Golden State.
Golden State, of course.
Don't choke now.
Golden State, man. Come on.
All right, our special guest, final on the show. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, this is Reese 3, Dublin William G. artist, representing all day, Eastside Detroit.
All right, what you got for us? You got a clip, something you can throw out for him? Or you freelancing?
Yeah, so June 1st, we just released my first single for 2015. It's a all summer jam. It's a classic called Potential. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun record. It's inspirational. It can be played in any setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, check it out.
Here we go.
All I know is grind, all I know is smooth. Daddy said stay up on them, so I'ma stay up on them. Keep it real from the jump and it be real in the end. If you don't know 100 about it, go need speak about it. All this scrabble, I'm subtracting all my reasons and I love it. The attraction, I've attracted, I'm electric in these matters. And alright, I'll fly to every high to reload life, live up the potential. Whole squad with it, the whole squad forward. We gon' make it happen. I'm innovative, rainmaker. Now I want your throne. This one's mine. Think you're fine. I got enough words. They penetrate, close the interstate, raise the gate, charging. We rushing in from Michigan, expanding the positioning. Tell them haters look again and hopefully they become inspired. Then, yes, I'm flyer than a sword. I did away with scraps, but had to get myself a plate. Hands up if you relate. Bet I tend to bow on the shake. I know you can't relate, but still I've come for what you all anticipate. Yeah, you know I want it. You know I was gon' do it. You see I came to get it like 20 bows of Cali in the D. Mastermind erratically. Fist pump, now I'm hype feet. I'm handsome, she's a fox. Thinking names Mary Jane, cause she smoking, man, she smoking. All I know is grind. All I know is smooth. Daddy said stay up on them, so I'ma stay up on them. Keep it real from the jump and it be real in the end. If you don't know 100 about it, go need to speak about it. All this scrabble, I'm subtracting all my reasons and I love it. The attraction I've attracted, I'm electric in these matters. And I'll fly to every high to reload life. Love the potential. potential. Love the potential. The potential.
Yourself one more time, young man.
Yes, sir. My name is Reese 3. I'm from the east side of Detroit. I'm a We Battle Music Group artist, motivational management.
Okay. Hey, that does it. Just Sports with Sonny Wells. Thanks, everybody. We'll see what happens next week. All right. We out.
I'm electric in the murder. I'm electric in the murder.